Hello everyone and welcome back to another Universe Sandbox 2 video, and today we're doing another episode of checking out some of your guys' solar systems because, yeah, last episode was quite short, so I thought I'd do another one for today's video as well, guys. But yeah, before we begin, just to say a massive thank you for everyone who has subscribed recently and continues watching the videos all the time, because, yeah, the subscriber count went up like 400 subscribers just in January alone, which is absolutely insane. So yeah, just a massive thank you to everyone there. And yeah, we're closing in on this, we're almost halfway to 7,000 now, so yeah, just that's crazy. So yeah, massive thank you to you all for that. But yeah, anyways, so moving on, yeah, today we've got a sort of collab system actually, which was made by Mr. Misslot and Wolfie Chiku. So basically what I believe happened here is Wolfie basically told Mr. Misslot what to do in the game. So it's sort of like a collab, like he built it, but Wolfie told him what to do in the game, is I believe what went down here. So yeah, we've got two systems to check out here. So yeah, let's go straight into it. So they both begin with the word wolf, so like that. So yeah, we've got the werewolf system and then we've got the wolfie system. So I guess we'll start off with the werewolf one. So let's see what we've got today. So here we are, if it'll load. Alright, here we go. Oh, alright, so we've got a bit of yeah, here we go. So this system was designed by the Werewolf Islands. I think he changed his name to, yeah, his name's now Wolfie Chiku, I believe. So yeah, there is that. Then obviously body descriptions. Phairon is a red dwarf star. Lampros, a Venus-sized planet, it is known for its bright, thick atmosphere. Then we've got an Langwester, an Earth-sized planet nicknamed Light of East due to its bright reflecting white clouds. Pharaoh, the only planet in the system to have intelligent life. It has a large ring system of 4 red moons. Ooh. Then we've got Prometheus, an ultra-cool brown dwarf with many moons. Then we've got Yum. So the planet's butterscotch and chocolate colour mix have given it the nickname Pudding Planet. Then we've got MPOs. So MPO stands for Minor Planetary Objects, a random bunch of dwarf planets. Alright, so we've got a pretty cool little description here. So anyways, we'll start off with Phairon, the red dwarf, for this. So we'll get a comparison with Proxima and the Sun, just for a quick comparison. We'll also get the stats on the sky up. Getting a bit of lag today, that's a little weird. Sometimes it does behave better than other days, which is pretty strange. Luminosity, 3% of the Sun there. About 2, how is it compared to 2 mass? Yeah, it's a pretty small star, as we can see, obviously, compared to the Sun. Sun's way bigger, and then we'll compare it to Proxima as well, why not? There you go. So it's not the smallest red dwarf ever, but yeah, there you go. So there is Phairon. Alright, so moving on. How many objects have we got in here? 8,000. Okay, so there's something with rings in here. That's probably what's giving me a bit of lag. Alright, so first object, we got Lampros here, and this is so it's like this is the Venus-y sort of object here. The clouds. I like those. I like that cloud color actually. That's pretty cool. So that's what it's like underneath. So very dark underneath. I mean, look at that. What do we got on flashlight mode? Oh, it's one of those gas giants with an atmosphere. It's one of those special ones there. So cool. Very cool. So there's it with its atmosphere back, and there he goes. He's got a cloudy gas giant with an atmosphere. Pretty cool. Very thick atmosphere. Cloudy object there. So good. Alright, next up we got Langwester. So this is the Earth-like, well, this is the planet with water on it. And look at the clouds on it. Yeah, they did mention the clouds on this one were pretty cool. And look at those. Wow, they are looking really cool. So yeah, there it is there. It's got like light white, well, it's got a white atmosphere, but I'm guessing it's got a slight pink tint to it with yeah, to get those clouds, because those clouds aren't entirely white. There's definitely like a light pink in those clouds. So that is, yeah, that's one of those cool, right, white planets. I know a few of the other guys. I know a few of you have made objects like this where the atmosphere looks white. So if we just hide the clouds, for instance, I'm sure we can all agree that is white. But when you add the clouds actually are slightly different. You can see it's a very light pink, those clouds. And you can see by the picture there, and they're not completely white as well. So yeah, pretty cool there. And then we also have the moon of Salby here. Pretty cool view of the planet there, but then it's just a little asteroid there. So there is that. I think I saw an asteroid belt in here just now as well. Right, next up we've got Pharaoh. So this is the planet with life on it. Here it is. So there we are. Ooh, green atmosphere on it. Look at that. That's a really cool Earth-like object. It's tilted on its side as well. As you can see, there's the North Pole there. Climate mode is switched on, I presume. So that's what it looks like with and without. So there we go. So it's only 5 degrees here. Let's check these stats on this guy. So 94 similarity and then 53 on the likelihood. Pretty good. So there it is. It's a dark green. I don't see many people use dark green atmospheres actually. It's not often we usually see people use the good old light green, but it's nice to see some different different coloured greens for a change there. So it's also got Uranus sort of rings with it, and it's tilted on its side. So first moon is lunar. They did mention about the red moons, so here is lunar. Then next up we've got Lycan here, also with the red and black. Then we have this one, Sandria here, so obviously red as well, all 4 of them are. And then the last one is, I can't pronounce that one, but it's more of a yellow colour to it actually, more of a yellowy orange to it, rather than a red. So yeah, that is that one. Alright, so where we head next? Ooh, okay, so we've got a massive jump to Prometheus, which was the brown dwarf, that's right, and wow, look how cool that looks. Ooh, that looks pretty. Look at that. Something about it looks different than usual as well. It's 2,000 degrees, but it's not glowing. Or it's not like, you only see the orange clouds. If we compare it to something like Tumas, for instance, that's about the same temperature, but that one glows, or that one's all yellow. Like, look, that was actually a colder temperature. So this one, I'm guessing this one doesn't, or it's got some sort of modded thing in it, where it isn't reflecting much light, or it just doesn't, the object doesn't glow at all, because that is a very cool, that is what a brown dwarf should be in the game, if you ask me, instead of this thing here. This isn't correct. I'm sure we can all agree brown dwarf probably isn't like that. This here is definitely a better representation, if you ask me. But yeah, there it is there. And that looks really cool. So this has definitely got some sort of, this is definitely modded in some sort of way, because yeah, they usually do not look like that. So that's what it's like underneath. If you go on flashlight mode, maybe that will help. Oh, so that's what it looks like. So it's just because it's so far away from the star as well. But still, it should be glowing a lot more than that. Like this red area which we've just spotted, that should be a bright glowing yellow. So there's definitely something modded with this guy. What if we put it to 0 degrees? Wow. Is that gonna do anything? Oh my god, look how slow it runs as well. But is that gonna cool down? Some of them are actually colliding with the planet or the brown dwarf as well. You can see some of those there. I'll have to come back to that after we remove all the asteroids, I think. So I want to see what's underneath that. But yeah, that's definitely modded in some sort of way, because you can see it's barely glowing apart from those orange clouds, which look really, really cool by themselves. So yeah, there is that. Then we've also got some moons around here as well, just little things, nothing too interesting to look at there. So then we've got some of these. Here's a planet. So we've got that one there. Well, since this is a brown dwarf, would you consider them as a planet or a moon? That's one to think about. Let me know your thoughts down below on that. Oh, we've got one for cyan atmosphere. Very dark sort of cyan here, looking pretty cool. Look at the view of the brown dwarf as well. That looks awesome. So yeah, there is that. Really liking that. Maybe I'd make the thumbnail with that in it, because that looks really, really cool. So there we go. So we've got a nice cyan trail there. And we have this one, just another one of those. That's what we already clicked on, that one. We've got that one. Another random spawn by the looks of it there. Then we've got Fawn and all frozen ice world. And is that all of them? Yep, I'd say it is. So there we go. So that is that. So where are we heading next? Looks like those orbits have gone all weird. So there is an asteroid belt. If we go on flashlight, you can see there is an asteroid belt, but we could barely see that. So right, moving on to these ones out here. So what's going on over here at Yum? This is the one they mentioned. Oh, okay. Let's see what we've got here. So this is an orangey brown sort of colour. So that's what they did say about it looked like chocolate, and then was it caramel? No, what was it? It was, let me open this. Let's see what it said. So I want to read that. So Yum, if it would open, come on. Yum was the planet's butter, so it was butterscotch and chocolate. Okay, so that's the pudding planet. Right, cool. So that's all the way out here. Looks like some of the orbits have fixed up as well. So good. So there it is there. So then it's got some moons around it. I really do like the way that gas giant looks, I have to say. Another Aura Pax, that's a random spawn name. I've seen that one before. In my own systems as well. So we've got a frozen ice world there. Alright, and then another moon over here, which is, ooh, look at that. So this is it looks like an Earth sort of atmosphere, but really, really thick, which is looking cool. It's a nice blue as well. Almost like a Uranus blue, actually, there. But yeah, really, really cool indeed. Very, very nice. So there is that one. Next up, we've got Mercurion. So I'm guessing this is sort of based off Mercury, but it's got a bit of an atmosphere to it as well. Look at that. So like a dark sort of, what the olive sort of yellow sort of colour there. So that's what it looks like underneath as well. So it's a brownish object underneath, but then that yellow atmosphere does go well with it, I have to say. Nice colour going with that brown atmosphere there. And then lastly, we have Bar, which is with a blue atmosphere there. Looking really, really nice as well. It looks like an Earth atmosphere, even though I don't think it is. So yeah, there it is, that one. Very nice indeed. So there we go. Right, and then next up we got the MPO objects. These are all the random dwarf planet ones. So over here, so here's the first one. Very small in size as well, only 400. So there we go. We're on realistic, aren't we? Wow, auto was actually different for a change. Usually auto's always on realistic, but I'm guessing... Huh. Auto. The auto mode. I've never seen auto do anything other than do the realistic one. Huh. Cool. I've never noticed the auto option having any difference to realistic. That's interesting. Right, then we have MPO2 over here. So this is looks quite thick atmosphered as well. You can see the surface is slightly less visible there. So if we've gone to studio, get rid of that stupid cloud or that stupid bug. If you look there, if we've gone auto again, sorry. If we've gone auto, you can see that this sort of shadow bit here, that's quite annoying. So yeah, studio mode. So that's what it looks like. That's a nice looking surface underneath that as well. What have we got underneath? It's like a yellowy, sandy sort of colour there. So there's that one. So how large is this as well? That's a little larger. It's a bit bigger than Pluto actually. Right, then we have the last one over here. So let's see what we got here. Ooh, someone has a moon as well. Ooh, look at this. I think that if let me see, is this what I think it is? If I just search this. Is it this thing? It's the custom dark callisto. And it is! I guessed it! Yeah. I recognise this because I have a copy of it. This is the dark callisto, because in reality, callisto is definitely not that bright in colour. Callisto's a lot darker in colour than that. So, yeah, we have a custom version of it where it's a little darker. So, yeah, I've not shown that off before, actually, custom callisto. But, yeah, there it is. That's a cool looking callisto. It's also got a barrier centre, and then this guy at the end. Oh, that's a nice yellow and black. Look at the race yellow atmosphere on that. Oh, that's nice. See the Pharaoh over there as well. But that is a really, really cool atmosphere indeed. Yeah, check that out. Alright, so yeah, let's get a full lineup of this. I do want to head back to that brown dwarf as well, so if I just delete all the rings, then head back to this guy. I want to see what this looks like if you cool it down. So if we put it at 0 degrees, play. There you go, cool down. What have we got underneath? So it's a red and black banded gas giant. If we look on a flashlight, so that's what it looks like there. It's really interesting how you heat it up and it doesn't, like, you only see the hot clouds. If we put it to 2000 again, not 200, 2000. Put the 0. 0, add. There you go. So if we click that, so will it heat up for us? So, oh, have I broken it? I may have broken it. But it still looks different than normal. Look how yellow it is. That's not right. That's very peculiar. Oh my god. Wow. So this thing's definitely got some sort of modded thing in it, but I have no clue what it is. But there's definitely something modded about this, because it doesn't normally look like that when you heat a gas giant up to this. I mean, look, it's almost all yellow. That's not right. There's definitely some sort of hidden modding going into this. I don't know what it is. Let's cool it down again. Let's have a look at it. So the yellow on that is way brighter than usual. Once it cools down a bit, it does look really, really awesome though. So there you go. Is it gonna cool down? Look how cool it looks. Looks like it's different to what it originally looked like, but there's definitely something up with that. If we open it again, for instance, we go back to it. I'm sure you will see what I mean, but yeah, I'll go over it just again. So yeah, back out to where is it at? Pharaoh? No, it was. I've lost. Where is it? No, it was Prometheus, wasn't it? So over here, that. At 2,400 degrees is not how something at 2,400 degrees usually looks. That does look awesome though. Those clouds, those hot clouds. Is it just me or do they look different? Is it just me? Let me know what you think down below. But I'm definitely sure there's something, other than the colour, I'm definitely sure there's something modded about this brown dwarf there. But yeah, there we go. So that is it for this first system of today. So it's actually larger than the star as well. So yeah, there's a lineup of all the planets. That is definitely the coolest rocky planet in here. And the coolest gas giant, 100%, is this. That is really, really cool. Even though it's a round dwarf, still a gassy sort of object. So, yeah, there we go. Alright, so moving on to the second system. This is the Wolfie system now. So let's see what we have got today. Alright, so this is another collab, like we know. So, Wolfie's planet. So, Athens, that's the capital of the country, Greece. Scorched desert with a moon around a quarter its size. Cassandra, a large warm gas giant with an Earth-like moon. Edonia, a cold reflective gas giant with a very inclined orbit. Then we got also missed a lot of stuff in here as well. So, we got Broton, a barely habitable terror. Denna, a gas giant bordering on what gas dwarf size. Phairon. An unknown heat source has caused Phairon to expand. This has caused most of its moons to be consumed. Its final moon is on an inward spiral, picking up some atmosphere material. Okay, so we definitely have to see if we can collide the moon with that at the end. But yeah, there is that. So I guess we'll start off with the Athens object, since it seems they want us to start here. So this is going with like the brownish gold atmosphere on it there. So that's what it's like underneath. So there we go. Alright, and then we have Athens A, which is going with a white atmosphere with a creamy sort of surface. So there is that one. Alright, so let's go and head to the star now. Where are we at? Pretty big system by the looks of it. Okay, so we have the Wolfie star here. So this is a 12 AU star, so this is a big thing. Let's compare it to, actually let's compare it to the Quasi star. This thing is huge. That's the Quasi star there. That's a pretty big star. And Quasi gas as well. Biggest gas giant right there. Look how big that gas giant is. So, what about UI Scotty then? So that's the largest star. So it's actually bigger than UI Scotty. Okay. Right, cool. So that is a... Look at the luminosity on that as well. Damn. So we go on... No, we want that. So there we go. So that's that. Let me compare it to my Cypher objects. What about this guy? I'm pretty sure this thing's... Yeah. That's quite a lot bigger with that band there. But yeah, anyways, let's go head back now. So there we go. Right, so we've already gone to Athens. So next up we've got Broton here. Alright, so let's see what we got. Ooh, looking at the picture, look good. Ooh, I like that. Look at the atmosphere on that. Really like the colour options as well. I mean, instead of it all being all green, what most people do is gone with like a high elevation, looks like the colour of sand. We've got low elevation as a white colour. Definitely gives the impression it looks like sand or deserts or something. The water looks amazing as well with that blue. Look at the blue atmosphere on that. Really, really nice coloured blue indeed. Very, very cool. Let's check the composition on that. 81 and then 20, oh no, not 23, 32, sorry. So yeah, that is a really cool looking object. So we've got Broton A over here. That moon is really close to it. And we got Broton B over here, which is a frozen ice world. Alright, really, I do like Broton though. Oh, there's one more. Then we've got Broton C out here, which looks like Sedna. Looks like a mini... Maybe it was Sedna, actually. It's around the same sort of size as it. So, there we go. Right, where are we heading next? Next up, we've got Cassandra. So this is the gas giant. And oh, look at that. That's a nice banded object. A blue and white banded planet. That's cool. I like that. Really, really cool. So then we've got some object, all called CMMM. CMMM. Or MM. What does that mean? Then we've got Pandora over here. Oh, this is the planet from Avatar. Well, that's the name of the planet from Avatar, sorry, isn't it? But yeah, there it is here. So it looks like it's a Venus with an Earth texture on it. So it's got the landscape of Venus, but it's an Earth texture, so obviously you can see the green on it. So that is looking really fine indeed. Really cool view of the gas giant as well. Red atmosphere as well. That is a nice object. Yeah, you can see that is a Venus below, I think, with an Earth texture on it. Has it got climate mode on as well? It does. So that's what it looks like normally, and then with climate mode. So what if I have a little edit and remove all the water? So it's an Earth, but you can see there's craters on it. So this, yeah, it's got the texture of Earth, but the landscape of another planet, which is pretty cool. You have to let me know what this is. Is this a Venus or is that a Venus? I'm not entirely sure. I want to say that's Venus, but it could be a Mercury. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure. Is that a Mercury or Venus? It's definitely a Mercury or Venus, I think. So, yeah, there it is there. But yeah, that looks really, really cool with that red atmosphere. Another CMM thing here. More CMMs. A lot of those things. A ton of them. Okay. All right, so it's only got one moon around that. Not one normal moon. And all the ones are those CMMs. Then we got Denna over here, another banded planet. Ooh, look at this, an orange, grey and green gas giant. Look at that. Ooh, very nice. Then we got Denna A over here. And this is a little, ooh, look at that. Yellow and orange around that. Wow. Really cool banded objects here. Check those out. Very, very nice indeed. So there are those. Righty. So there's Denna. Right, next up we've got Edinus. This was that gas giant. It was reflective he was talking about. And that is a beauty. Look at that. So this is a, yeah, it's more of a ice giant object. But that looks amazing. Look at that. Wow. That is a really well done banded object. It's quite reflective as well. See, it's pretty bright. Really, really nice. More of those EMM things. So there are those. And it's got first moon. More of those. Second moon out here. Look at the atmospheric colour on that. It's a very, very dark cream. Look at that. It's really weird seeing the light from the South Poles. But yeah, that is a cool looking gas giant. I'll say that white is really nicely done. Yeah, definitely a well done there. That white and light blue, it blends really well together. Really, really nice job with that one there. Right, moving on. So, where are we going? So the last object is Phairon. And this one looks like it's got a lot of bands on it. Oh my, yeah, it's quite a lot of bands. And it's also got a bumblebee coloured object, a yellow and black one here. Look how close that is. If we click play, this is going to get shredded to pieces. We definitely have to do it. But yeah, that is a very, it reminds me of like, it's very a pale sort of yellowy green. Let's compare it to my lime gas giant. So I still, lime. I don't know, I have those. If I go underscore banded, I've organised these all now. I've got this set of awesomeness. Look at this. So I'm looking for banded 15. That's my insane lime green band. Yeah, this one has a lot of bands, but this thing, look how many bands that has. That's still the current king. We need someone to try and dethrone this because that's got a ton of bands on it. But yeah, there is that. But yeah, really, really cool. But yeah, we're gonna click play and have a look at this. Yeah, that's everything now. So yeah, nothing further away than that. So we'll go zoom back in and let's take a look. So play. And it's going to get shredded to pieces. This is not going to last. It's surely going to get torn to shreds. So let's actually just go delete all the rings just to make it run nicer. So there we go. Surely it'll get torn to shreds. Look how close it is. There's no way. Come on, you're going to... There's no way this wouldn't get torn up. It's got to. How is that not getting destroyed by roosh limit? That doesn't make sense. That would definitely be destroyed. What if we deteriorate its orbit a bit? Looks like the orbit was changing as well. Slowly click this. They're so close to get. I mean, look at the gap there. That is insane. Like, if we go all the way here, roosh limit's gotta tear it up. Look how close it is. How does that work? Oh, and it's gone. It's just flown. It's just disbanded into nothing. Look at that crater there. That massive impact. So the whole thing's just falling into it. You can see the bands are all going all weird now due to that collision. But yeah, there you go. So that's probably what would happen though. So it's got a massive spot on it now. The great brown spot, or black spot, whatever you want to call it. Looks more of a brownish colour to me, but yeah, there it is there. So, yeah, very, very scary spot there. It takes 70,000 years to go around the sun, but yeah, let's get reopen this and get a big lineup of all the objects. So, overall, which one was better? I think these were both really, really cool. Honestly, I'm not sure which one was better. So yeah, you guys let me know down below which out of the systems. So we got the Wolfie system, then we got the Werewolf. Which one do you think was better? So I think there's some interesting objects in both of them, to be honest as well. But yeah, that Bumblebee one, that's a very fine object in here. But yeah, my favourite is still this. That's a really cool ice sort of giant object there. That's really cool. Favourite Rocky, 100% Pandora. That looks awesome. So yeah, there we go. Broton is also cool, but this one beats it for me. So yeah, let me know which one do you think is the best down below as well, guys. And yeah, let me know which system you thought was the best. And also a massive thank you to the two guys that sent this in. So obviously Mr. Misslot made it, and then Wolfie also helped since it is a bit of a collab. So yeah, it was all Wolfie's idea, I believe. Mr. Misslot made what he wanted for this. So yeah, credit for both of them though, because this is really, really cool. So yeah, hope maybe we'll see more of these down the line at some point. Cause these are quite cool. Seeing these like collab sort of systems. We haven't had a collab one in quite a while, but yeah, there we go. So yeah, let me know which one you think is better down below as well, guys. And also a massive, massive thank you for watching today. It's much, much appreciated. And also a massive thank you for everyone who continues coming back every day and has subscribed recently and helps on the journey to 7,000 subscribers. Just a massive thanks to all of you guys. It's insane how well things are going. But yeah, without further ado, that is it. So yeah, make sure you leave a like. Let's see if we can go for 50 likes on this video as well, guys. And yeah, make sure you all have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.